He'll be taking on the right-hander, Bronson Chapple. And for Boyd, he was a late addition to the lineup as Kyle Novak was a late scratch out of the lineup. Originally, Jake Reinisch was supposed to be the right fielder, but now Boyd is in right, and the DH is Reinisch. The top half of the frame, Wes Albert worked around a 2-out walk, only needed 12 pitches to retire the Aigles and keep this game scoreless. Be a right-and-right match of Amani Larry at the plate. He is in his 37th game. He's batting .330 with no homers and 10 RBIs. Valley Cats entered today are 31-24. Season end today, they would have the top wildcard spot. Chapel going only from the stretch. Here he comes. Larry fouls this off his leg. 0-1. All-Star Game was presented by Rensselaer County IDA, and we had 4,426 fans. The kick and the pitch. High Baltimore chop, and this one goes wide of JT Scare in the third base coach's box. 0-2 for the Atlantic All-Stars, who won 5-4 over Midwest. The 0-2. Bouncing ball up the middle. This one has eyes, and a nice stretch by the shortstop, Sanchez, but he'll have to eat it. Somehow, he used his large frame to make sure the ball did not go in the outfield, but it bounced so high up that he had no chance in executing a throw to first base. See, even the camera angle had to pan up to see where that baseball up from .330 entering today's game. And here's Julian Boyd, left-hand hitter. Very speedy runner. And the fastball is wide. Burgess, he dropped the ball, but picked it up by the hitter's circle. And Campos combined for 21 homers. Probably the best power-hitting catching duo in the Frontier League. Pretty good defenders to boot as well. The 1-0. Boyd bunts it, and Chapel goes on to second for a 1, and the ball gets thrown away. Boyd now heading for second base. Hilton does not throw, and Boyd will get in there safely. So that's an error on Sanchez. Larry is retired in the 1-6 putout. And Boyd, of course, goes and advances on the... Here's Josh Leslie, right-and-right matchup. Key stat for Leslie, 29 RBIs as the Valley Cats look to open to scoring. The pitch. Fastball misses up and in, 1-0. We're in the Valley Cats half of the first. Boyd at second base. Big lead. And the fastball catches the upper outside quadrant for a strike. 1-1. For Chapel, he has 10 strikeouts to 5 walks. Stands in at 6'2", weighs 190 pounds. He's from Harriman, Utah. The pitch. Breaking ball is inside. 2-1. Plays college ball at Oregon Tech, NAIA program. And he is 23 years old. Close stance on the hill. Boyd dancing off second. Jam shot up the middle. Boyd will head over to third. Second baseman Montez will throw out Leslie at first, and there are 2 away. So productive out for the Cats. Tri-City is 90 feet away from scoring its first run. And up comes Demias Jimerson. And Bronson Chapple on the hill. Second straight right-and-right matchup. First pitch fastball is inside, 1-0. 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the first. Jimerson in his 23rd game, batting .263 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. Chapel offers, wave and a miss at the high cheese. 1-1. Green seating bull. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses up and out. The outfield is straight away. The kick and the fire. Swatted and fouled the other way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After. 2-2. Sliced and fouled the other way again. Longest AB from any Valley Cat on player jerseys, and will receive it after the game and take a photo and get an autograph from the player whose jerseys they bought. punched and fouled again the other way, so flag is blowing out and in towards right field. The pitch. Jimerson spoiled and fouled this one to the top of the net. You see the bend in the right knee. He was out in front of it, just staying alive. Off the bat, just at 67 miles per hour, he spoiled the slider. Long hold. Chapel changing up his timing and the pitch. Bouncing ball on to second base. Montez gets gobbled up by the baseball throw on the first, and he beats out Jimerson in plenty of time. For the Valley Cats in the first, no runs, a hit, an error, and one man left on base. It's 0-0 through an inning of play between the Aigles and Tri-City. You're listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network presented by TransFinder. Your Tri-City Valley Cats look to get back in the run column as currently they trail 1-0 against the Trois-Rivieres Aigles in the bottom half of the second. Leading off is Jake Ryan, left-hand hitter, against Bronson Chapple, right-hand arm for Trois-Rivieres. Fastball is high, 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball dots the lower outside quadrant, 1-1. The kick in the pitch. This one is fouled off. It rolls onto the track. 1-2. Say was ay. Excellent take by Reinisch. Took one below the knees. Campos led the team with 11 jacks. 2-2. This one sails to the bat stop. The slider missed inside. The count runs full. I was talking to Jake the other day, and his teammate, Merrick Houston, was drafted 16th overall in this year's MLB draft. The two played together at Wake Forest in 2023 and 2024. The payoff. Lifted the other way. Should be an easy can of corn for Corbello, who squeezed it for the first down. He just played at Wake Forest in 2025, so him and Reinisch were not teammates. But for Conrad, he is from Saugerties, New York, which is less than an hour away. In fact, I was visiting my grandfather yesterday in Kingston, which is about an hour away from Troy. And on the way back up to Troy, passed by Saugerties. Here's Ian Walters. Changeup hits the outside edge, 0-1. Walters, left-hand hitter. Chapel, right-hand starter. Chapel deals, and this one is fisted foul to the net, 0-2. With the Washington Wild Things. The 0-2. Launch the other way. This one is hooking into the seats. It will fall 8 rows deep foul. Still 0-2. Definitely was in consideration to be named All-Star Game MVP. The 0-2. Great, deep into right field. This one is a no-doubter. Out of here and out of sight. There's your all-star, Ian Walters, with his 10th home run of the season. And Tri-City ties this one up. It's 1-1. It traveled 392 feet. It was off the bat at 103 miles per hour. Still just one out in the Valley Cat second. And the pitch. Fastball is up and out, 1-0. Stevanovic on the road trip in Trois-Rivieres belted his first home run. Overall, he is in his 10th game, batting .265 with 3 RBIs. Right and right matchup. The pitch. Laced into center field, falling fast, and Valley is forced to play it on a hop. So Stefanovic wins an entire session. Free tacos courtesy of Taco Bell. And the four of them, mom, dad, little bro, and his girlfriend, were all wearing the same shirt. Fastball right down the pipe. 0-1. Really, really cool shirt. His little brother will join us on the broadcast tomorrow evening for our junior broadcaster. The 0-1. Bouncing ball middle. This one could be two. Sanchez will flip it on to Montez, and Williams is too quick. He beats out the throw. So he reaches on a 4-6 fielder's choice. Or check that, a 6-4 fielder's choice. Said here's Cam Jones, and the inning prolongs. Throw over. Williams dives in safely, has 6 stolen bases and 7 tries. Second with 2 away. Jones, a right-hand hitter. And the pitch. Fastball misses high and tight. Guys, really good plate discipline at the plate. 18 walks, 19 strikeouts. Williams was leading. Throw back to first. He dives in safely. So one more throw over while Williams remains at first base during this plate appearance. And if Williams is not thrown out, it will be a balk. He'll move to second base. So he has a huge incentive to take off and go. He does not run. And the two-seamer runs in for a strike. 1-1. Still only 6 games out of the second wildcard spot held by Ottawa. And the fastball is called a strike on the outer third, 1-2. Lead over the Cats in the North Division. Sizable lead for Williams. Donning the white oven mitt. He does not go. Breaking ball hit hard. And it is bobbled by the third baseman Corbell. He throws on the first. Nice stretch by Barahildo. And Jones is retired. However, for the Cats, Ian Walters goes deep. For the 10th time this season, ties this one up 1-1. And that is where we stand through 2 innings of play. You are listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network, presented by TransFinder. Enter the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Cats is Amani Larry, the leadoff man for Tri-City tonight. And the first pitch is inside, 1-0. And Larry is 1 for 1 today. The pitch. This one is swatted and fouled the other way, 1-1. Got it. You looking forward to middle school?
Yeah.
Good. Chapel looks in and deals. Bouncing ball. Roll just past the Valley Cats dugout. Goes 2 rows deep into the left field seats. Where in New Jersey?
I don't know.
Breaking ball swung through a miss, and Larry actually threw the bat, so didn't have a good grip on it. He's down on strikes, and that's the first punch out for Chapel. You're not inviting him or something?
I don't know.
I guess it's not up to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Fastball misses outside to Julian Boyd, 1-0. Low. Boyd laid down a bunt the last time up. Fastball on the outer third for a strike, 1-1. Julian also reached on a 1-6 fielder's choice. Straddled stands on the hill. Chapel delivers. Wave and a miss. Drop the string. Netzlin change up middle. 1-2. You're a good utility guy then. You play a lot of roles.
Yeah.
1-2. Bouncing ball, and this one stays fair. This should be extra base for Boyd. It stops right by the track on the right field line, so Boyd has himself a double. Looking to take its first lead of the game, and here's Josh Leslie. Right on right matchup. 1-1 ball game in the Valley Cats third. Still just 1 out. Big lead for Boyd. And the fastball is in, 1-0.
It's cool.
Do your siblings respect you?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. That's a good answer. Truthful answer, too. Last pitch was a breaking ball that caught the inner third. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Base hit should be able to score Boyd from second. And he's off. Breaking ball is called a strike. Throw down to third. Boyd is thrown out. He slid off the third base bat, slammed the bag in frustration, knew he was tagged out, and the putout goes 2-5. He is caught stealing. So look at the replay. See Boyd in motion. Throw beat him. He slid to the far right corner of the bag, but slid off it. So 2 outs. Bases are cleared. 1-2 the count on Leslie. The 1-2. Leslie fouls it off his back. We'll do it again. He's in our third base dugout. He's also from Schuylerville. Even went to Schuylerville High. Breaking ball, tap foul, third base side. 1-2 the count. The pitch. This one hit hard but foul, right into the net. So both catchers, Stevanovic and Burgess, throwing out a runner today. Victor Sanchez was caught stealing to end the second. 1-2 once more. Pieced into medium depth left center field, over towards his right and hauling it in as Pelletier. So for the Valley Cats in the third, no runs a hit, no errors, nobody left on base through 3. It's 1-1 against the Aigles, and you're listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network presented by TransFinder. Bronson Chapple in his 4th inning of work. And he'll be facing off against the right-hand hitting Demias Jimerson. Jimerson 0 for 1 today. Had an 8-pitch battle back in the first. Takes a breaking ball for a strike on the lower outside edge, 0-1. Chapel comes set. Just above his belt. Here he comes. Breaking ball is laced deep into left field, and this one will touch down and rolls right by the gate. This will be extra bases for Jimerson. Doubles in back-to-back innings for the Cats. There's Jake Reinisch, left-hand hitter. I was talking to Matt Shepardson, the deputy commissioner, the other day on the broadcast for the All-Star game. We talked about Jake a little bit. The pitch. Bouncing ball over towards the right side. Snared by the second baseman Montez on the first, and they just get out Reinisch by a step. That was a terrific play. Montez had to reach out, range to his right, do a full 180, and still retire the speedy Reinisch. Shadows all around the infield. The right-hander takes a deep breath and offers. Bouncing ball. And right into the mid of the first base, Marihildo. He steps on the first base bag, and Walters is retired on 1 pitch. Staying at third is Jimerson. Noted that Taggart even had said, well, it's supposed to be difficult to get on the roster. Here's Ronko Stevanovic, takes a fastball right down the chute, 0-1. Just the nature of the beast every single year. The 0-1. Breaking ball right down the pipe, 0-2. Active member of the Cats. But he declined because he would be the only one that wasn't an all-star. The 0-2. Breaking ball is down and out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Closed stance on the hill for Chapel. He deals. Popped up. This will go into the seats, foul. Still 1-2. Bronson at 58 pitches. Start again to a groove after those first 2 innings, but there's still been traffic on the bases. 1-2. Wave and a miss. Got him on the inner third of the plate with a changeup, and Stefanovic is down on strike. Second punch out for Chapel. So Tri-City is unable to capitalize on a leadoff double from Jimerson through 4. It's 1-1, and you are listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network presented by TransFinder. Wes Albert get the Valley Cats 4+ innings of 2-run ball, only one of which was earned. Duke Brotherton came in and got out relatively unscathed, entered into a first and second no-out situation, and the lead runner Matthew Valley scored after he stole third, his 4th swipe of the game, and then came around on an error from Rocco Stefanovic, the catcher. We'll see if the Valley Cats can counter. Leading off is Javion Williams, left-hand hitter. It's Bronson Chapple, right-hander in his 5th inning of work. Williams last reached on a fielder's choice. In at third is Curbelo, but not shown. It's called a strike on the outer third of the plate. Nice changeup. 0-1. Bronson entered the frame at 60 pitches. This one dribbled over to the right side. Williams has great speed. Flipped over quickly onto first. And there is Chapel to retire Williams. So a nice job by Marihildo to get rid of the baseball quickly. And there is one gone. The Capital Region summer usually doesn't get dark until around 8:30, 9 p.m. The pitch. Fastball, top of the zone. It's a strike, 0-1. Resets on the rubber. Darn gray baseball pants with black piping. The 0-1. Breaking ball is inside, 1-1. Kick on the fire. Fastball is waved and missed, 1-2. This one is launched the other way, foul. 1-2. Chappell's the last outing. Came in Quebec on July 9th. Went 5 innings, longest start of his pro career. Allowed 1 run and 4 hits, walked 4 and struck out 3. He's thrown in just 1 other game in his pro career before this one and the one in the 9th. Bouncing ball in the middle. This is going to be a tough play. Jones runs well. On the run is Sanchez. Low throw in the first. Jones is in there safely at first. Had a chance to reach as soon as the ball left his bat. And Sanchez could not have played it any better, firing on the run in 1 fell swoop. But Jones was too quick. Bases and 31 tries. Lineup turns around to Monty Larry, who's 1 for 2. Right-hand hitter. Swings at the first offering. Skies it into foul territory. Third base side. Burgess underneath it. Makes the basket catch on the track. And there are 2 away. Always a very tough sky, and any pop-up to the catcher will always be a difficult play. It's just surprised that Burgess didn't drop the baseball either. Barely got a hold of it. Here's Julian Boyd, left-hand hitter. He doubled his last time up. Jones still at first base, 2 away, bottom of the 5th. Cats are behind, 2-1. Fastball clips the outside edge, 0-1. Chapel also pitched on July 2nd and down east. Went 4 1/3 innings, allowed an unearned run on 4 hits, walking 1 and striking out 7. Picked up the win in relief. He's the other way, hooking towards the line. A long run for Pelletier. He will not get there. This one bounces on the track. Being waved around is Jones. The throw gets cut off, and it will not be tossed into the plate. It's another double for Boyd. This one an RBI, and the Valley Cats are tied up 2-2. Boyd with his 10th RBI of the season. And here's Josh Leslie. Out to the mound goes Chris Burgess. We'll have a mound visit. Well, fans, did you know that 117 former Valley Cats players have made it to base? Here's an update on not one of those former Cats, but actually one player in particular from the All-Star game, and that is Ryan McCoy. Immediately after the All-Star game, a 2-for-2 showing, stolen base, and throwing out Victor Castillo, a speedy player from Gateway, at the plate. He was signed by the Tampa Bay Rays, so way to go, Ryan. Way to make your mark. And remember, fans, just like for the Valley Cats players, opening doors to new goals and possibilities is very important. Be sure to browse the selection of Thurman Through Doors during your next visit to Curtis Lumber. And remember, great innings begin at Curtis Lumber. Josh Leslie, the hitter, in a right-on-rights matchup. Boyd at second base. The pitch. Line into left center field. Boyd will score easily. Leslie gives the Valley Cats the lead. It's 3-2. Tri-City with its first advantage of the game. Back-to-back RBI knots from the Cats. Here's Tomias Jimerson. Takes a fastball in the inner third for a strike, 0-1. Albert did not complete the fifth inning, so the pitcher of record now for Tri-City is Duke Brotherton. Fastball is in. Looks like Burgess was almost crossed up. Chapel, the right-hander, with a closed stance on the hill. Toe taps. Long hold. And offers. Fastball is in. Both with stolen bases in the double digits. Not a lot of pop, but really good contact skills. Throw over. Leslie dives in safely. Usually just lollipops it over. Does the same again. This one a little bit harder. That's a second disengagement. We'll see if Leslie takes off. Really loving the replay on the throw over. And again, just not even close for the second time. The pitch. Fastball is down and in, 3-1. Chapel delivers. This one laced into center field, but right into the mitt of Valley. However, for the Valley Cats, Julian Boyd with an RBI double, and Josh Leslie followed suit with an RBI single. Tri-City leads 3-2 over Trois-Rivieres through 5, and you are listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network, presented by TransFinder. Bronson Chapple in his sixth inning of work. He is looking for his first quality start of his professional career. However, the Valley Cats lead the Aigles 3-2 in the series opener and the first game at the Joe since July 6th, so a long 12-day hiatus because of the All-Star break. Valley Cats Baseball Network is presented by TransFinder. Jake Reinisch is the leadoff man, batting from the left side. The right-hander offers, and the fastball is up, 1-0. Early on, the outfield grass is the second baseman, Montez. Good-looking pitch, but the fastball misses down, 2-0. The second base bag is the shortstop in Sanchez. 2-0. Taken all the way for a strike on the lower outside quadrant, 2-1. A wall, we can purchase discounted Jewish Heritage Night tickets for just $10. Changeup is down and away. The 3-1. Sliced foul the other way. The count evens, or rather goes to a 3-2 count. Tri-City will have a day off on Monday before 3 more games against the Aigles at State Hirorama. Half swing from Reinisch. The appeal. He does go around. Reinisch doesn't like it. Dropped his bat thinking it was ball 4. Instead, it's a strikeout for Chapel. It's Chapel's third strikeout of the evening, and there is one away. First time reaching the double-digit column in the or double-digit homers for the Valley Cats in his career. Fastball is out, 1-0. The 1-0. Bouncing ball dribbled on to second base. Montez over towards his left. He will throw it on to first in time, and there are 2 down. In his 5-year professional career. Here's Ranko Stevanovic. Loops one the other way. Foul, 0-1. Tri-City is leading the hit column 8-3. Both sides have committed an error. The 0-1. Jammed and lifted onto the right side of the infield. Montez is there, and the Valley Cats are retired in order for the first time tonight. Through 6, Tri-City leads 3-2 over Trois-Rivieres. You're listening to the Valley Cats Baseball Network, presented by TransFinder. Bronson Chapple returns to the hill for the bottom of the 7th inning. The starter in his longest professional start. Well, it's only his 3rd of his pro career, but either way, Tri-City leads Trois-Rivieres 3-2. The Valley Cats Baseball Network is presented by TransFinder. And if you are wondering, Chapple is spelled C-H-A-P-P-L-E. Batter is Javion Williams in the pitch. Slashed foul the other way. 0-1. Only goes from the stretch. Here he comes. Fastball is outside, 1-1. On his lone season at Oregon Tech, NAIA program in 2024, he had a 9-3 record, a 3.63 ERA. Pitched in 14 games, 13 of which he started. The 1-1. Launched foul the other way. 1-2. In that campaign, he had 2 complete games, 1 shutout, and 79 1/3 innings. Struck out 83 and walked 14. Chapel. Kitson offers. Excellent take from Williams. Chapel also spent 2 seasons at Alaskan College and was a business management major at Oregon Tech. A late cut and a miss, and Williams is down on strikes. This time he did go after the fastball, and that was set up very well by the changeup. Take a look at the replay. 2-seamer with excellent run, just kept diving away, and Williams retired for the 3rd time this evening. 4th strikeout for Chapel. Here's Cam Jones, right-hand hitter. Righty on the bump. Hooks in, steps and fires, and the fastball misses high and tight. Kicked off the Valley Cats. 2-run 5th. 1-0. Fastball clips the outer third for a strike. 1-1. Long hold, the 1-1. Wave and a miss. Change up on the bottom part of the zone. Got Jones fishing, 1-2. Valley has swiped 5 bases today. Stepping off is Chapel, and actually will be a pitch clock violation. The count moves to 2-2. Immediately coming out of the dugout is Jonathan Albaladejo. He's the first-year manager for the Aigles, replacing Matt Rush. And he is furious at home plate umpire Robert Moreno, the crew chief. Pointing, yelling, card in hand. We'll have a short break. Albaladejo getting very close to having an ejection. And he has made his peace. He is now walking backwards towards the dugout. Well, heck of a job by Robert Moreno letting him, Abaladejo that is, have his say. A lot of other umpires would have given Abaladejo the thumb. And now the catcher and Burgess will go out to the mound. So a long stoppage. We'll have another word from one of our sponsors. Log on to tcvalleycats.com. Call us at 518-629-CATS. In case you were wondering, the 4 digits for CATS are 2287. Chicken Fried playing in the background. It's a country music type of night. Cam Jones resuming the AB. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Tri-City leads 3-2. And the Eagles starter, Chapel, back to work. Here he comes. Fisted and poked onto the second baseman Montez, who will haul it in for the second out. So all that arguing, the mound visit, and it just resulted in a measly pop-out at this point, as the batter was retired, and here's Amani Larry. Fastball is inside. Larry had to back out of the way, 1-0. Only appeared in 13 games. 1-0. Fastball is in again. Cats are ahead 3-2 in their half of the 7th with 2 outs and nobody on. Kicking the pitch. Broken bat, fly ball into left, and this will touch down for a hit. So Larry has himself a multi-hit effort, as that batters would gladly trade their bat for a base hit. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it's much better than trading your bat for an out, let's say. Abaladejo has seen enough, so he points to the bullpen, but an excellent start from Bronson Chapel, who goes 6 2/3 innings plus. Longest start of his professional career. We'll see if the bullpen can keep his quality start in effect, but for now, Tri-City leads 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, Larry at first base, and will resume hay after this call to the bullpen.